Today on Forbes, as Trump's tariffs rock the market, sports team owners have nothing to fear. When the Boston Red Sox took the field for a belated opening day in 2020, there were no fans cheering in the stands, or lined up at the concession stands, or browsing the team's shop. The streets around Fenway Park, usually bustling in July, had become a ghost town. That was the norm in Major League Baseball and countless other sports leagues around the globe, as the COVID-19 pandemic emptied stadiums, canceled games, and otherwise decimated teams' profit and loss statements. The Red Sox, who had generated $519 million in revenue in 2019, saw that mark plummet nearly 71% to $152 million, while the MLB average dipped to $122 million from $346 million, according to Forbes estimates. The decline didn't extend to team values, however. MLB franchises appreciated 3% on average from 2020 to 2021, to an estimated $1.9 billion, and climbed another 9% a year later to $2.1 billion. The Red Sox did even better, jumping 5% and then 13% to land at $3.9 billion in 2022. The team is now worth an estimated $4.8 billion, the third best mark in baseball. Tom Werner, the billionaire chairman of Fenway Sports Group, which owns the Red Sox, the NHL's Pittsburgh Penguins, and the Premier League's Liverpool FC, says, quote, "If you look at 2008 or during COVID in 2020, you had to fasten your seatbelt and know that in the short run, you're going to take a financial hit. But that's part of being an investor, right? Everything took a financial hit during COVID, and you just have to ride it out and be patient." That patience is about to be tested again, with investors from all walks facing another year of uncertainty prompted by President Donald Trump's heavy-handed tariff policies. As of early May, the S&P 500 index had dropped 4% so far in 2025 and was down 15% before a recent rebound spurred by Trump pausing most of the tariffs. JP Morgan economists say there is a 60% chance the US enters a recession this year, while Goldman Sachs figures the odds are close to a coin flip at 45%. Again, though, Werner and his fellow sports owners are better positioned than almost anyone to weather the storm. For decades, team values in the four major North American leagues have tended to remain flat or even rise a bit during broader economic downturns. Team values in the four major leagues have increased roughly 2,000% on average since 1998, when Forbes started valuing sports franchises, more than double the S&P 500's growth over the same period. Despite the economic turmoil caused by the 9/11 terrorist attacks, teams appreciated 20% from 2000 to 2002. They then inched up 7% from 2007 to 2008 and held steady in 2009, shaking off the volatility of the subprime mortgage crisis. And the trend goes back even further than Forbes' numbers. The Ross Arctos Sports Franchise Index, a gauge of team value growth compiled by private investment firm Arctos and the University of Michigan's Ross School of Business, contains quarterly data from December 1960 to June 2024. Across those 255 entries, the index has declined a total of 39 times, and just 16 since 1976. Leagues and teams are able to insulate themselves from broader market plunges largely because of their long-term contracts covering media rights, sponsorships, and premium seating, which lock in a significant portion of their revenue years in advance. For example, NBA teams on average collected $45 million from luxury suites and other premium seating areas during the 2023-24 season, according to Forbes estimates, representing nearly 12% of their total revenue. National media rights are an even larger slice of the pie, 35% in the NBA that season, $132 million per team, and a whopping 60% in the NFL in 2024, at $381 million, with football's national TV deals extending as far as 2033. Sports teams also benefit from factors not directly tied to their finances, starting with the fact that there are only 124 franchises across the four major leagues. Get a group of billionaires bidding against one another, and emotion might take over. In an email, Dallas Mavericks minority owner Mark Cuban notes, quote, "Over the long term, the scarcity and fun value will always be up and to the right. For full coverage, check out Justin Birnbaum and Hank Tucker's piece on forbes.com.